Beer fans, we're going to try a beer today. This is Ballast Point Brewing Company Sculpin IPA. It's an Indian Pale Ale dedicated to the craft, established in 1996, San Diego, California. It says a trophy beer that's a testament to our homebrew roots. Our Sculpin IPA is a great example of what got us into brewing in the first place. After years of experimenting, we knew hopping an ale at 5 separate stages would produce something special. The result ended up being the gold medal winning IPA, whose inspired use of hops creates hints of apricot, peach, mango, and lemon flavors, but still packs a bit of sting, just like the Sculpin. Let's see, is there anything else? 7% alcohol by volume. That's pretty high for IPA, actually. And Ballast Point Brewing Company, San Diego, California. So we got the front of the can right there. The only reason why I'm trying this, I'm not making an IPA right now. I know I do a lot of research before I make a beer. This is my cousin's favorite beer, and he was like, dude, you gotta try it. So that's what I'm trying it. IPAs aren't necessarily my favorite, but I'll give it a go. I'm not above a good IPA, which I hope this will be. So the typical IPA would have the fragrance of hops out the yin yang, and then taste like complex flavors throughout the beer. That's like a high quality IPA. A low quality IPA will smell like hops and taste like hops. So this actually has a lot of complex odors to it. We can taste, or we can smell, kind of fruity and hops, which is actually pretty unique. That's actually really good. So you get more of a like your taste is, you can taste the apricot and mangoes flavoring. I don't know what it is, but you can taste that, and then you taste, bam, IPA right off the get-go. It has typical IPA coloring, which is like a dark yellow coloring to it. The head went down pretty fast, which is typical for an IPA type beer. I'm not a huge fan of IPAs because they mostly taste like pine needles to me. This tastes like complexity. When you have complexity in there, it makes it a lot more enjoyable to the beer drinker, which would be me. Which is why I have not made an IPA, because I don't really enjoy them per se. But this, I mean, you can smell the hops, but it also smells kind of earthy. When you smell it again, or when you taste it again, it has that mango, and then yeah, it's like a fruity taste, not like a cider, but more of like a flavored beer, and then you get the aftertaste of an IPA. That's pretty cool, actually. So in the IPA category, I would give this, and you guys know how hard I am on beers, but I would give this I'd give this as a 60 out of 100. 100 being the best beer I've ever had in my life, and 0 being the worst. And so Ballast Point, much earned respect for me, making a Sculpin IPA Indian Pale Ale from Ballast Point Brewing Company, and you guys did it right, because that doesn't taste like a typical IPA to me, and for that reason I kind of like it. Now there is a lot of fad going on around about IPAs. My cousins are one of them. They're like, I'll try any IPA, I love it, love it, love it. A lot of them taste like pine needles. This does not. So if you want to try an IPA that does not taste like pine needles, Ballast Point. They did something different, and it tastes really good, and it still has the hoppiness, which you're going to love, but it also has complexity of flavors. Alright. If you haven't tried it, try it. Cheers.